Hi, this is Elvina, and I want to share the instructions for the Diorama window card that was in my Take and Make winter class here in 2022. I've done many diorama cards in the past because I really enjoy them. And this is just an old one I did. This is done with Daisy Lane, which is a current stamp set, page 37 in the big catalog. But you can kind of see how it stands up. And I've got the flowers inside to add some dimension, and it will also fold, if you pull it over, to fit in a regular size envelope. Okay, but it does take 2 pieces of paper, and I will probably do another video on that sometime. Let me just show you a couple others. I love these because you can decorate them up so much. I mean, look at this one done with the little bugs for like a kid's birthday card. And then here was just like an encouragement one I sent to my granddaughters. Again, it stands up. You can decorate them up as much as you want. This one with the horses we had, I love that stamp set, and I still have it. Okay, so those are done with actually 2 pieces of cardstock. But I saw a YouTube video by Terry Gaines. She's another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she used 1 piece of cardstock, and I thought, okay, for my class that might be a little easier. So this is pretty much copied hers. She used black cardstock. We used the New Horizons designer paper, also a deer from the dies in that that's Grove dies, and then you could put a greeting on there if you like or not, because I want you to notice I do have a place on the back for greeting. But see, this stands up so nice. Here, let me, yeah, right. Get that out of the way. Let me just stand it up here. Let's see. Which, see, the black is a little harder to see. So I'm going to do my sample in a lighter color so that you can see a little better. Okay, well, the first thing you need to do is score your paper. So let me get my scoring tool. Let me see, I need to set this out of the way. Sorry. Okay, so here I have some balmy blue, and you can tell, you maybe can't see, oh, there. I've got it marked at a 1/2 inch, at 5 1/8, at 5 3/4, and at 10 3/8. So I'm going to score that. Get my paper snug up in the corner here. So let me go ahead and score at the 1/2 inch. The 5 1/8, the 5 3/4, and then the 10 3/8. Oops, I'm trying to see around my camera. Okay, so there, if you can, you probably can't see those score lines very good either, but I will fold it so you can see them a little better. And that's what I would do before I did any cutting. I would fold it just a little bit, because then it's easier to see where you're going to put your die. And you're going to put your die in this section between the 1/2 inch and the 5 1/8. 5 and, okay, so let me go ahead and score this. And this one, just give them all a little burnish here. Forgot to do that one. Okay, and so then that, now you can kind of see, this is how it's going to go together. But you don't want to put it together until you have die cut this part. So let me die cut that. And again, through the power of video cameras, ta-da, there it is. It's die cut. I got my fold there and there. And now, just so you can see, here's one that I did with the pine, with the trees. Okay, you can see the fold lines there. Okay, so those are cut. Now this is now once you've die cut it, once you scored it and die cut it, you're ready to assemble. So the first thing I do is put the inside in, and I'm going to use some of the New Horizons paper. So I want to stamp my, I'm going to stamp my birds. I'm using the Sailing Home stamp set and dies, smooth sailing dies for this one, because this is going to be kind of, to me this looked like water, and so I thought, well, let's put some ships on it. some boats on it. So I'm going to put some birds up here in the sky, and like so. There we go. Got some birds up there. Get that out of the way. And then I can go ahead and put this inside. And I have cut my designer paper so that it's almost the same. It's about 1/8 of an inch smaller on either side, or top or bottom, because I kind of wanted to cover up the whole back. So let me get my Stampin' Seal here and stick this down on the inside. Okay, so it's going to be almost all the way over there. Not much to show at the top or bottom. Okay, stick that down. And then if you wanted to have something, if you wanted to have more of a greeting than what you can put on the front, you can put a piece on the back. So I went ahead and I stamped my greeting on the back, and I put a little, I had a little extra piece of this. So I just stuck it on the piece that my area where I want to sign my name and so on for the back. Okay, so let me stick that down. And this one I cut just a little bit smaller, so there's probably about a little more than the other one is more like 1/16 of an inch. This is more like 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so I got that border. So my back is done. So anything that's flat, and I might like to stamp some birds up here too. So let me put some birds there and stamp them right there. Hold on for a minute. There we go. Okay, there. Because I'll probably put a greeting down here. All right. So it's just about ready. Now I'm going to do my ships. And I went ahead of time, stamped them and colored them. And I will show you a little trick. When I want to assemble them and I want them to look different dimensions, sometimes I'll stick something right behind here. But what I'm going to do first is the big ship. I'm going to put on with the bigger dimensionals. Let me get a dimensional here and dimensional up here. And then I'm going to peel the backs off, and I'm going to stick another dimensional on, just to make it be not quite so close to the back. So then I just want to stick another dimensional right on top of the old one, and another one right on top of this one. Okay, now peel this back off, and this back off, and oops, get that in the garbage there. Okay, and I'm going to put this ship probably right about here. Okay, so stick that on there. Okay, and then this one, I am thinking, no, I want the whole ship to show, so I'm going to just put it on there. But I'm just going to put this one on with one. So let me just put one dimensional there, and then it's getting kind of small, so let me put a small dimensional up here at the top. Okay. Peel the backs off. I colored these with my Stampin' Blend. As you can see, the color goes through to the back. Yep, got those both off. Okay, and I want to make sure this is going to show. So I kind of set it like that, so I'll put that up there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we got our card done. Now we just have to assemble it. So what I do to assemble it is I use some tear and tape. You want to use a fairly strong glue because it's cardstock and you want it to hold. So I'm going to put my tear and tape on the edge down here. So let me find the edge here. See, I'm going to put it on here, right down here, across the bottom, tear it off there. Okay, and remember I kind of burnish it on the edge there, and then I can peel it up easier with my fingernail. Peel that edge up. Okay, and then the easiest way I've found is to fold it here, like so, that line, and then fold this one up, and that'll come kind of to that fold edge. Press it down. Oops, I got a little bit crooked. I'm always doing things crooked, it seems like. Okay, and I fold it back a little bit, and there you go. Now, can you see how that stands? Stands so nice, but looks so nice. Oh, I forgot my greeting. Well, here, let me show you one that's finished. Here you go. I just took a little bit of the Blackberry Bliss. I just stamped Best Wishes, cut it out of the white and the blackberry, and then I just trimmed the white down to fit inside the blackberry. That is part of the dies with the smooth sailing. So got my birds and I got my greeting on the back. Okay, there's that one. And depending on how I laid my diorama, you get a little different look of your card, your scene. In this one, the small ship is popped up with 2 dimensionals. Okay, then I did one with the Seize the Day. So then I've just got a bunch of fish, and the jellyfish is popped up. The greens are down, and then I did, I put, if you can see on the inside, I kind of stuck the fish in the greenery to the back side of the cutout part. So there's some here and some here, but it still will fold down fine to go in a regular envelope. Okay, then I have one more, the one I did with the white. I also used the background, the New Horizons paper, but I took the mountains and cut them out, and then I added a couple deer to the scene too, because I just think that that paper is so pretty. Oh, and I did sponge the front because it was so white. There, let me show you my plain white. It's so white, so I just went ahead and sponged it with some of the colors that you find on the designer paper. And then I didn't have to add paper to the back, but I went ahead and put a little bit at the top and bottom just to kind of tie it all in. So that was that card. And then back to the original card, which is the idea I got from Terry Gaines, was just the black one with, paper, however you want to do it. So I think this is a fun card. Thanks for looking, and see you next time. Bye.